I gotta make sure the crew's on their shit, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, of course.
Oh, yeah.
We're chilling here with Mars, Low Down and Dirty Tour, Lubbock, Texas. Thank you for taking time out to talk to us, man.
It's all good. I like it. You know what I mean? I like it out here a lot.
It's pretty nice out here. A little bit dusty, but hey.
A lot of girls and shit. That's cool.
That's shit,
so
man.
far, man.
So, what made you go out on tour with Boondox, man?
You know, like, this is like my, fifth psychopathic tour, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's one of the underground cats that, like, you know, in interviews he said, like, you know, I was one of his influences, and I've always took notice of his older shit, like, you know, like Drink Goes Dirty and stuff, and I always liked his stuff, you know, but basically just, like, my booking agent is the DRP, and then through DRP, I met, like, Wiki Wisconsin and everybody, and Cousin Cletus is from Wisconsin, and I met him on the Dark Lotus or Fake Brotherhood tour, and we all just became friends, and then through me just being on tour, like the shock therapy stuff, I became friends with Boondox, and you know what I mean, so we all were just friends, so we said, like, fuck it, you know what I mean, let's not wait for nobody else to book it, let's just book it ourselves and do it big, you know what I'm saying? So.
Alright. I know you went out, a lot of the signs I saw coming out with Force 5 being the primary push on this, but I know you were Mad Insanity.
Yeah.
Boondox, for all intents and purposes, still a psychopathic, you know, I know.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of speculation about that, but whatever. I know y'all just went through KC, saw your video, Strange Music.
Yeah.
Any possibility of some Tech 9, Boondox, Mars coming out?
Well, I've known Strange for a long time, man. Like, I've had talks with him way back, like, shit, like a couple years ago, you know what I mean? Like 2005, 2006, I was up there. And when they was in Hollywood, I talked to Travis and stuff. And I see Tech all the time. Me and Tech know each other. And I've done some songs with Tech and Twisted before. And so, you know, through them, I met their staff. So we came out there and hang out, you know what I mean? We did a little bit of things over there for them, you know what I mean? I can't really say what, but they're just family, man. I like them a lot. They're cool. I hope to do another song with Tech, but you already see
He's busy, man.
Super busy, super big, you know what I mean? Him and my artist, Kung Fu Vampire, are doing some shit together, you know what I mean? I don't know about Boondox and him yet, you know what I mean? Right now they're in Australia, so we just missed them and stuff like that. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure there'll be tours, there'll be more songs and stuff like that. It's a small circle, man. Like, everybody's connected to each other somehow, right? You know what I mean? And I know everybody, you know what I mean? So it's like, you know, the big three, like, I'm friends with, like, everybody on the labels and stuff like that. So you never know, you know what I mean? But mostly I just, like, with me, I just like doing my own thing, right? Because I feel like, you know, I don't really need an artist anymore to help push my CD because, you know what I mean? It's for me, I'd rather just put people that I really like, right? Because, like, I like their music. You know, I'm not saying I don't like anybody else's music, but, like, you know what I mean? Outside of business, you know what I mean? I fuck with people that want to do songs with me or that I'm friends with before I go out and pay for a big feature or stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? It's all business, you know what I mean? But I like to get cats from my area on my CDs, you know what I mean? Like on the Zodiac CD, I got Smig Dirty from Sacramento, AWAX is from my hometown, but they're all big names, right? I mean, and I got them to do what I do instead of me doing what they do, right? And trying to fit in, I did what I did and got them on it. Or, like, you know, Stevie Stone, I got him on a song because we had mutual friends and I liked his voice and I liked his music and shit like that. So me and Stevie linked up and did it, you know what I mean? You know, just by making a lot of friends. I mean, I tour probably more than anybody in the underground, so it's like I meet so many people that I become friends with them, you know. Like Liquid Assassin is a real good friend of mine, so I got him on there. Right. You know what I mean? Like Kung Fu Vampire. I got a song with me, Kung Fu Vampire, Liquid Assassin, and Twisted Insane. Nice. Where I had to speed up my raps. I don't even do that, you know what I mean? Even when I thought I sped it up and I heard Liquid Assassin shit, I'm like, damn, okay, mine ain't shit, you know what I mean? But I just get people, I think that, you know, like on my mixtape, I never get people on my albums really, because like I said, I don't think I need anybody anymore to help push my CD, because I got my own buzz going on, and I kind of always do my own thing. But on the mixtape, I was like, well, it's a mixtape. I'm just like everybody I've ever wanted to work with on there, you know what I mean? And just went out and did it. At first, I was going to do the mixtape in a month, you know what I mean? But since I went out and got everybody, I had to wait. Right. So, and I didn't pay for anything on that, you know what I mean? Like, everybody did it out of respect for me. That's cool. So, because of that, too, though, I had to wait even longer. So, it took a little bit over a year. It's not even trying, because, you know, between like my personal shit going on, like family and just tours and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I just waited until I felt it was ready, and because I waited for shit to come in, I was always working on it, so I ended up with like 25 songs done. I put 20 of them on there, and I'm super happy with it, so
that should be coming out soon, right?
March 20th it drops.
March 20th, all right.
But it's going to drop, the first edition's going to drop, it's going to be 500 copies, it's only going to be on my website, and I sell like 500 in a day or two, you know what I mean?
Right,
so, like, I always do the limited edition because the real fans get it first, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody else that just hears me from tour or whatever, you know what I mean? Those editions will always be ready. Well, not really, because, I mean, obviously I don't have shit tonight, but I want the people who get it those days to get it first. You know? The people who really want it. So I do a limited edition first, and then you know, I'll probably refresh it with a slightly different cover and keep it going as long as possible. You know?
All right.
My last CD did over 5,000 units. You know what I mean? My CD before that did a little over 6. You know what I'm saying? So it's like CDs aren't really worth much anymore.
Right.
But in our genre, everybody wants them. You know what I mean? So that's why I wait a couple years before I put one out. You know, I make sure I'm ready or I'm in the right zone. Got shit to talk about or whatever. And so I think a lot of people are ready for a new project. So I wanted to do something with, you know, I wanted to do it mixtape style. So I got fun with it.
Oh, of course. All right, man. Time to get in a little bit of real shit. I mean, my website, I'm sure, my blog, you know, is all about support Juggalos, doing what we do.
Yeah.
I don't know if you went to my site and looked at my shit, but a lot of it has to
I got a Metro phone, man.
Well, a lot of it has to do with, you know, a lot of the negative, you know, and putting that shit out. Me and Draz hooked up something called Juggalo Infantry, kind of the same premise.
I don't know if you heard about that yet. Juggalo Infantry is something I started about 2 years ago. Got my boy here, James, involved in it, and it's been growing ever since. We tried to do a mini gathering here, and we didn't have enough ticket sales to support the artists that were coming out.
Yeah.
When that happened, my name dropped.
Yeah.
You know, and since then, it's been building back up. This year is going to be a huge year for Juggalo Infantry. But with that, I have to reclaim my name.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And James here has been helping me out a lot. You know, his wife's been just all over it.
We're social media whores, man. That's what we do.
You see what I do all day.
You know.
Yeah.
I always have my phone. I'm like, yeah.
I mean, part of the biggest thing we do, I mean, we went to Denver for American Psychos.
Yep.
And we were trying to educate the young Juggalos coming out. I don't think a lot of them know. I mean, we got put on the gang list for the FBI. How you feel about that? I mean,
Well, it's
Juggalo's
like,
a huge part of the fan base, you know?
bro, like, I don't think a lot of people know because I dress different than everybody. I'm from an area that we talk different, you know, like, my mentality is a lot different than a lot of Juggalos, but I've been a Juggalo since, like, right when Malenko dropped, you know?
Right.
And I've been a Juggalo for well over, 15 years, something like that?
Quite a while, man.
So it's like, a lot of people don't know that, like, I was a fan of this genre before anything, but now, like, as I rose to the ranks of the music thing, you know, I've been, you know, like, psychopathic affiliate. I had my own show on W Fuck Off. I'm a tunnel runner. You know what I mean? I do all the gatherings. I open up every time they're in a city near me. They you know, I open up or I'm on these tours. Or so really, think about it. You know, if I get arrested, would I get a gang enhancement? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's fucked up.
Gang boost?
Am I a high-ranking Juggalo gang member?
Texas? Yes.
You know what I mean? That's fucking weird.
I was a Costa Rica cop.
That's not even the real gang I'm affiliated with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, and the reason I asked is me and my wife and Jay here went to Albuquerque for the ABK meet and greet. But we get through the 2 opening artists, they start the meet and greet with them and A&B, so I come in and break that shit up.
Yeah.
Just because we all showed up.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's one thing I'm pushing with my blog and why I'm trying to interview as many people in the genre as I can. I did happen to go on this week and notice back in 09, you hit up CBS.
They hit me up.
You know, and you were on there talking about that whack that shit Psycho, you know.
Yeah.
And, you know, do you think, I personally think, you know, the music doesn't make psychos, you know.
You know what? I'm going to give you the real shit right now. It's like, it's all bullshit, but it makes for a better article.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So, Like if they're hey, somebody killed himself, we need somebody to talk about this. I'm more than happy to go on there and talk about it because, not only have I been a fan of this for a long time or been involved with it for a long time, we're just fans.
Right.
It's just fans.
Right.
That it's different. Not everybody's a fan of this. That's what makes it special. So people are super fucking into it.
Right.
It's kind of like wrestling fans are super fucking into it. You know what I mean?
Right.
They paint their fucking faces. You know what I mean? Kids fans paint their faces.
For sure.
You know what I mean? They don't. But it's different because it's not pushed on TV. It's not pushed on the radio. So it's special to us. And you preach to young juggalos, but in 5 years there's going to be a new batch.
Exactly.
Those ones go out and these ones come in. That's why it's always the same size every year.
Right.
Because it regenerates. Sometimes they move on to stuff like mine or not maybe Lil Wayne or some shit. You know what I mean? But more keep coming in. So it's just like people catch the wave of being a juggalo right away. And it's kind of like Christianity when notice like some crackhead starts smoking fucking. Somebody smokes crack and then they find Jesus and then they start preaching to everybody like, you're all going to hell. And shit like that. They're fucking super pushing in your face.
Right.
But they're excited because they felt the change.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's like when juggalos became the juggalo, they get super excited about it. That's why all the chants and painting your face. It's fun. It's new. It's fresh. You know what I mean? And that's why people don't understand that. So they think of like a weird cult and then because like assholes kill themselves and shit like that. It makes for a better story. They know no music's making them do that, but it makes for a good story, so they put it on TV. And they ask me to do it, and I'm like, shit, fuck yeah, put me on TV. You know what I mean?
Man, we live about a mile away from Columbine when that shit went down.
Awesome. I'm going to take a picture in front of that place.
And it was funny because the one scapegoat they had at the time was Manson. Oh, it was Marilyn Manson. And, I was like, fuck this shit.
It's like, people call me like an attention whore or whatever, but like go on TV, but like, I'm a fucking rapper. I want to go on TV, you know what I mean? And if I could defend the genre or defend the music or just to fucking play ping pong with them on some shit, like debate with them and shit, I'll do that because I've been a fan with this longer than pretty much anybody that I've known, you know what I mean? Like, I know more about the genre than probably anybody.
Right.
So I'm not just ICP, Twisted, or Psychopathic. Everybody. Like Gang Smith, Brother Lynch, X-Rated. Not only that, they're my friends now. You know what I mean? So I know everything about it. I have people they're like, he ain't a juggalo, he ain't a when I'm on stage, I like wear dickies and like, you know what I mean, shit.
You don't paint your face.
I don't paint my face, and I don't never said the word juggalo in my music unless I'm on stage playing for juggalos.
Right.
But I don't holler that shit because it's not my shit. You know what I mean? Like I'm a juggalo, but there's no right for me to say that.
You don't rep it, right?
I mean, I rep it, but I don't rep it in my music because I don't want people thinking that I'm using it. You know what I'm saying? It's
right, like using it to get ahead.
But I've had this girl sit me down like, you made a juggalo, okay, what's the butterfly mean? And I just told her, and she's like,
oh, never mind.
I was like, fuck on, bitch. Or she's like, well, name all 6 Joker's cards. And I was like, fuck off. Well, you want it in order? You want a track listing? What do you want?
And actually, there's 7 now.
Yeah, there's like 7. Another one coming. Like, there's a whole new deck coming, basically.
Pretty much.
I know the ins and outs of it. I know all the rumors, the dramas, the fucking good shit, the bad shit, and the personal shit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm well rehearsed. Or well-versed, or whatever you want to say, like about anybody, Sean, Brother Lynch, Gangsta Nip, fucking, the Flatliners, Gravedigger. I'm friends with all these guys now, you know what I mean? But I was a fan, I used to have their posters on my wall, you know what I'm saying? So I know everything about them. So it's like, people don't understand, like, I'm probably the best guy to go on TV and talk about it, you know what I mean? So for me, I'm like, fuck yeah, because my CD sales spike, first of all, I'll be honest, you know what I mean? And if you look up the word Oracle on YouTube, all my videos are fucking like the first page, you know what I mean? Like, who doesn't want to do something where you can, well, not only that, they think they're like putting me on TV to like put us down, like fuck these guys. But it's somebody who doesn't even know what horrorcore or wicked shit or juggalo is, and like, damn, that looks fucking cool.
Right.
And then they'll go out and buy a CD, and then they're making juggalo. I got some dude. I was at a Twisted World Web store. I opened up locally, and some dude was covered in like fake blood, right? He's like, Mars, dude, check this out. I didn't know what any of this shit was, but I seen it on TV and I checked it out.
Right.
I fucking love it. And I was like, damn, that's the fucking shit. You know what I mean? So it's like, to me, that's dope. I mean, I really don't care what nobody thinks of me or whatever, you know what I mean? But you see, I'm out here fucking with the fans.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm out here seeing people suck each other's tits and whatnot.
I was watching. Dude.
Yeah. The bartender, you see the bartender like look at me and then look at the girl like, and I'm like, damn, I think the bartender like, why don't you tell him what happened to you?
Right up here.
And we went over to grab a couple of drinks, and the lady looked me dead in the face and said, "Oh, we can't serve you." And I'm like, "Why?" And by the time I said "what," she was already gone.
That bitch.
And I mean, we waited there for like 20 minutes, and she just looked.
I mean, yeah, before the show started, they were
Anybody with a jersey, anybody with face paint.
Here and here?
Yes.
Here, yes.
Oh, but you know why? Because they probably do a different count in there than here at the bar.
Well, there was waitresses and shit over
Waitress
there.
and like she came up at first. We tipped her very, very well.
I think Ronnie probably makes money off the bar and there,
Right.
so they want everybody to buy it in there.
Well, this is before the door opened, man. Anyway.
But yeah, it's fucked up, man. But you know what? You kind of want it to be kind of bad because that's what makes it cool.
Get fresh, man.
You know, not only that, it's like what? It's not fun being a juggalo if people ain't fucking weirded out by it. You know what I mean? Like, then if it was widely accepted, then it wouldn't be as fucking cool.
Well, that leads into my next question, man. Right? You got guys like Tech making the jump. I mean, last Tech CD was tight. I put it in. First, half of the CD was underground, no doubt. And then come out with Lil Wayne and all these collabs, and I was like, damn. But making that jump, do you feel like that's a positive for the movement?
I think it is because look at him. He looks like a juggalo. You know what I'm saying? And Tech is probably the nicest, most humble artist. He's like the epitome of what an artist should be.
Right.
Like, like at first, like being young and shit, I didn't know what it was all about. But like, the more I grow, the more I want to be like, humble with my fans and kick it with my fans and like, because he goes out of his ways. Like even when he sees me, like across the fucking venue, he'll fucking be like. And he'll like say my name on stage. I'm just like, you don't even have to do that.
Right.
You know what I mean? But he knows all about this shit too. You know what I'm saying? And like, I think it's good because it makes artists like me have a connection to something like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Look what he did for Hobson. You know what I mean? Like, Hobson's doing it big time too. You know what I mean? And I hope these guys do it because we're all connected some way.
Right.
Tech deserves it more than anybody.
Oh, no joke.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they put millions of dollars into Tech.
And
now they got it back.
Yeah.
And now it you know what I mean? It's worth it. He's living his dream and he deserves it. Everybody deserves that. Oh, sure. If people, like, you could say that's some fucking 40-year-old man, Tech Nine is good. Hell yeah. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And that's the shit. You know what I mean? Because they don't play him on the radio. It shows everybody that it is possible. It shows me that, I'm not by any means fucking on any level of what Tech Nine does. You know what I mean? But
in the underground, you're one of the big man,
Huh?
I said in the underground, you're one of the big dogs.
Yeah, but it's because I work hard.
Exactly.
And Tech works his fucking ass off. He deserves anything. He deserves a gold record. He deserves to be on MTV. He deserves to be on the radio. So, but it's cool because he fucks with us. He fucks with us. He fucks with Brother Lynch. He fucks with Prozac. It's good for us because he got Brother Lynch and Prozac on the play.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And I like how he throws back to the underground.
Yeah,
he does a lot.
He does a lot of things he doesn't have to do at his stature now, and that's the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Now you say you got a boy, Kung Fu Vampire.
Yeah.
Tell you what, man, I didn't know shit about him until he toured with Twisted.
Yeah.
And
Oklahoma
City, man. We drove out there.
Amazing, right?
We fucking hit him up. He came out before the show. I didn't know who he was. He came up talking. Hey, what up, fellas? And then he hit the stage, and I was like, wait a second, I know that dude. But after that, I'm looking up his CDs because. I know
how to pick good artists, man. At one point, I was going to sign Hobson, you know what I mean? And he decided just to do it on his own. And look at him, he's fucking dope. But I know who to get, you know what I'm saying? Like, and look at Hobson's fucking doing it right now. And Kung Fu, man, like, we're from the same area, kind of, you know what I mean? And we toured on the Ishan tour together. And it was super cool. He does it super baller, you know what I mean? Like, the dude has so many rap vehicles and fucking, like, nice shit. And we get along real good. And, like, they're the same style. Like, our houses are designed the same, you know what I mean? Like, the inside of it are all fucking plushed out, pimped out shit. You know what I mean? And he fucking kills it on stage. And he's really good.
Yep.
And,
And he's got a different style too. He brings that orchestra shit in. And,
and
you know.
And he's somebody that, like, with me is a hard worker. You know, he doesn't mind being on the road. Like, I'm on the road like a lot this year.
Right.
I'm making more money this year than ever because I stay on the road. You know,
right.
And my new CD's coming out. I got some TV shit coming up maybe. You know, I got a new manager, and it took me and Kung Fu to push each other, like, to keep seeing how big we can take this shit. You know what I mean? And it's more like a brotherhood, but he's on the label, you know what I mean? But we treat it as opportunity. We share opportunity. Definitely. He does something, I do something. And we get back to each other, and we share a big fan base. And he's one of the big dogs in the underground now too, right away.
Yup.
Because he's the shit. You know what I mean?
I got 2 more questions for you, man.
It's all good.
You mentioned old school juggalos or new people coming in and the transition. Every year it's new fans. There's a big deal right now, Ice Cube on the West Coast, not promoting young artists because he doesn't feel that they're worthy. You know, he hasn't heard an artist come out that he felt deserved to be pushed.
Yeah.
And I can't say I disagree with him because I'm a West Coast fan, man. I grew up West Coast, NWA, that's what I grew up with. Do you feel like underground artists need to do the same thing? Groom the younger talent, bring them in? Or do you feel like somebody like Ice Cube is just off base with what he's doing?
I see it both ways, man. It's like Ice Cube is the original fucking gangster fucking
No shit.
You know what I mean?
No doubt.
Fuck's gonna sign somebody with a what do you call it, a snapback and skinny jeans.
An auto.
That ain't gangster, you know what I mean? Like, I'm a West Coast fan. I don't even West Coast, I mean like Bay Area music, like LA music, San Diego music, like the fucking G-Funk era West Coast sound. And I think if anybody, it's not Ice Cube, it's Dr. Dre.
Right.
Because Dr. Dre came out with that fucking Pop a Bottle song and the Kush song. That's not what the West Coast is known for. That shit sucks.
No.
You know, after I heard that, I was like, oh, well, Chronic's gonna suck.
Yeah.
Maybe if he has some Nate Dogg songs. And then he died, I'm like, oh,
Never mind.
You know what I mean? So it's like to me, I think it needs to go back to the same sound it's known for. And commercial radio has a lot to do with it, but these producers or the head of the labels are picking these talents. I think Wiz Khalifa's the shit, you know what I mean? But he has his own sound. But the West Coast needs more Snoop Dogg's and more fucking, like, gangster shit.
Yeah,
I mean, that's the West Coast known for gangster. We started gangster shit out there.
Grew up on, man.
So all this, like, young fucking dance on top of your hood, hypey shit. I mean, I was young once, and I'm still kind of young almost. But, like, when I seen it, I was like, it's fun, but it's not going to last, and it makes it look bad, you know what I mean? Like, I want to hear more murder shit, more fucking smoke weed songs, and pimping hoes, and fucking, you know what I mean? Like, real West Coast shit.
So you got what, like, Potluck's got going on?
Well, not even, like, Potluck is one thing, but, like, West Coast shit, I mean, like fucking, and these, I'm sure my age might be saying, like, we need more Celly Cells and fucking Spice Ones.
You know, man, I'm a year older than you, so I feel you.
You know what I mean? We need, like, gangster shit, man. And the radio ain't trying to push that. They're trying to push party music and electronic shit. And don't get me wrong, I think Lil Wayne's the shit, but, you know, when I ride around in my car, on my iPod, it's like 94, 96 music. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I want to hear some pimp shit.
Right.
I want to hear more fucking, we need to bring back fucking Jerry curls and fucking shit, you know what I'm saying? Right. But, like, why the fuck is Ice Cube going to sign anybody that's wearing skinny jeans and big glasses without lenses and like, West Coast don't want to look ungangster, you know what I'm saying? I agree, but at the same time, these young artists are creating their own sound.
Yeah.
And one day, they're not going to need no Ice Cube or nobody to sign this shit because this shit's dying. Music is dying, you know what I mean? I wish we could go back to CDs or cassette tapes. You can still dub those, but it's not as cool.
Right.
But, you know, so you just, when the CDs came out, everybody bought them because they're like, oh,
yeah, something new.
And then, now it's going all digital, that means it's all gonna die eventually.
Well, we got, you know, like Ice Cube, the last 2 CDs, man, I think the best thing the West Coast put out mainstream in a long time. You know, Raw Footage and I'm the West.
It's hard to pick a new artist when there's so many people out there doing the same shit, or, like, who stands out?
You know, and
people from my area, there's a lot of, like, Mr. Fab's doing it big, you know what I mean? He's a standout guy, and he's a community, he does shit for his community, and, like, he makes real hip-hop and some pimp shit, and, you know, it's like, he stands out because it's grind. It's not about music, it's grind, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I ain't the best rapper in the world at all, but like, I grind. And I get better because I get put in better positions because I grind.
Right.
And then I have to be good. You know, I have to get better. Of course. And so it's like, you know, the people that really put in the work deserve it. You know what I mean? So if nobody deserves it, if nobody's doing it by themselves, then why sign nobody? I'm never going to sign somebody to develop them.
Right.
Because then I'm doing more work for myself.
Of course.
You know what I mean? There needs to be more people standing up and getting off their ass and not waiting for somebody to do shit. Just go do it yourself. You don't need to be... I wouldn't sign a major label unless they gave me a meal right up front. You know what I mean? Then they could tell me to do whatever the fuck. I wear a sequin outfit on stage. You know what I mean? But until then, I'm not going to try to sign to no label because I make more than fucking my parents. You know what I mean? And I'm not even known as bigger artists. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just weird now. It's like shit's changed. So Ice Cube don't really necessarily need to pick anybody. You know what I mean? But I do think that radio needs to support its own. You know what I mean? Like all these DJs, they think it's the DJ that plays this shit.
Right.
It's not. It's the directing program director.
DJs are scripted.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So if they make the mixes, they'll play their own shit on the mixes and shit like that. But you know what I mean? Just if you want it, you'll find a way to get it. You know what I'm saying? And that's the reason that I think I get farther than a lot of my genres because I actually go out and try to make things happen. So I don't wait for Psychopathic to sign me or Strange to sign me or Suburban Noise or anything like that. You know, like I try to create my own one of those. You know what I mean? Because nowadays it's possible to stand out from a crowd if you create your own business. It's all business. Music is, you can suck and be the shit because you grind. You know what I mean? So like, you know, I just think artists don't need to wait for nobody to sign them. Just go fucking sign yourself. You know what I mean?
So would that be your advice for the new artist trying to come up? I mean, what's the biggest thing you can tell a new artist trying to make it in the underground right now?
Trying to make it? It's fucking...
Like somebody trying to come up, man, that's just staying in the studio time and doing what they do.
Invest in yourself. If you really want to make it a job, treat it like a job. But if you're just doing it for fun, you know what I mean? Do it for fun. Don't break up with your baby's mom because of it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going out on tour and then you come home and without any money and you're gonna see your kid for a month, or like, you know, you guys have a fight. You're more into your music than me, or don't quit your fucking job for this. You know what I mean? It's not worth it. It took me a long time to be where I'm at.
Right.
And I'm not even barely on the map of the real world. You know what I mean? And what we do, that's the shit. You know what I mean? But like, you won't see me on TV unless I'm fucking somebody dies or something.
Unless somebody kills somebody you need.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know what I mean? Don't think of it as a job. Just have fun. You know what I mean? Go out and get some pussy and make a little bit of cash and party it up because really, there's no room for anybody anymore. Everybody has a computer and a microphone. You know what I mean? You really want to do it? Invest in yourself if you want to make it. The more money you put in, the more you'll get out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying like sell your house and put up your mortgage and shit like that, but if you think you're good, invest in yourself.
Right.
Pay for advertising. Get your favorite artists on your CDs. You know what I mean? Pay to get on these shows. And because that's where it's at. I mean, your hustle will speak louder than your music will.
Right. You talked about putting artists on your CD as well. Getting in contact with those artists isn't as easy as it just sounds, you know?
It's easy as fuck to me.
It's you. To an average guy like me.
You gotta be smart. I don't really know half the fucking people that people think that I know, but I'll find them.
I didn't say shit, I didn't know Mars, man. I just looked him up on, what was it, Facebook and Twitter. I was like, yo, what up?
Well, you did. That's what you're supposed to do.
That's how you do it.
You know what I mean? Get on Twitter. Everybody has Twitter.
Now, you speaking of Kung Fu Vampire.
Yeah.
I hit him up too. He's wanting to do an interview, but I don't have capability, of course, to get face-to-face. So I'm working on him a little bit, but, you know, I gotta say, I got much love for you guys and what you do.
I appreciate it.
You know, of course, Psychopathic is family. We all consider you family. You know, W Fuck Off Radio, you had your shit.
Yeah.
Psychopathic Radio's out, man. You're trying to slide in a slot, you know, we can see you on the internet?
I can go there and do shows like with them and stuff like that, but because I'm not in Detroit,
Right.
I can't film there. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's why we were just like, yeah, you're right.
Well, that'd be cool, man. I hook up ashtrays and action figures every time it's on, man. I love to
I
see
watch
hook
it
it up.
too, man. I think it's the shit, and like, but you know, mine like my show is based off guests and stuff too.
Yeah.
So like, I had like big guests every time.
Right.
But it was over the phone and shit.
Still. Same
So
old.
like, you know, Elvira's not gonna fly out and see me. You know,
Right.
I wish she would. That'd be shit. But, you know, so it was probably it allowed me to do other stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I bought some websites and I
Right.
interview people like that, or use what I learned at WFUck Off. I used it was a stepping stone for me to make a lot of contacts and stuff. But yeah, it was the shit, man. I think what they're doing right now is super dope, like Howard Stern and shit.
Yep.
You know, I watch it all the time.
Oh, so do I, man. I can't help it. I appreciate your time, man. I really do. Yeah, baby, go ahead. That's what you want.
Well, you guys have been talking so much business, but I know that sometimes people enjoy like personal information. So I know like with his iPod, I have like my own spin on it too. He has all my music on there.
Yeah.
And so sometimes interesting things come on his iPod, like Hinder or, you know, just crap that, you know, it'll be like Psychopathic and then Brian Adams,
Yeah.
Psychopathic and Hinder or whatever. What's like the
Like,
craziest thing
in
that
order
would come
to-
on your iPod that somebody would,
Like my guilty pleasures.
yeah.
Duran Duran, don't lie.
You know what, man? Like, I listen to Gwen Stefani and fucking, that little song Missouri is fucking dope. You know, like fucking Green Day, I love the fuck out of Green Day. Guns N' Roses, huge Guns N' Roses fan.
Alright.
I listen to a lot of punk, you know what I mean? I don't know. I'm sure I'd be embarrassed if something came on there. I got Jamiroquai on there.
Nothing wrong with Jamiroquai, man. Back in the day, that video was shit.
Oh yeah, shit. I wish I had a fucking exercise machine. This
Like the virtual insanity shit.
Yeah.
You fucking know what's happening.
You know, I thought he was a black lady when I heard him on the radio. And I was like, damn, this lady's tight. And I seen her, I was like, this chick can sing. That was kind of mad hatter looking motherfucker, yeah. I got a lot of shit on there, man. Like, I listen to a lot of soul oldies and funk and like, I'm a big fan of music, so you know what I mean. There's a lot of weird stuff that you would find on my iPod and be like, what the fuck you listen to this for? But you know, sometimes I just get ideas, like, you know, you'll hear my music, you hear me singing there, or I use funky beats, and I like some type of Axl Rose voice, and fucking, you know what I mean? I just like a mixture of shit, you know what I mean? I listen to like metal, like Metallica, you know what I mean? Like,
Alright, yeah.
you know, I like the Tim McGraw song he did with Nelly. That was shit.
Oh,
you know
yeah, that
what I
was
mean?
shit.
Yeah, that was a good idea. You know what I
Yeah, no
mean?
joke.
Who's done that else? Nobody.
Yeah, you know, and it brings two different people together, you know what I mean? Like, a cowboy and a black guy probably helped, like, hey, this black boy's good, you know what I mean? And then all these hip-hop people are like, yeah, man, I like that country song, and then, like, country cat probably bought that CD and vice versa, and, like, it bring a lot of people together, so I thought that's a fucking good idea.
What else do you got, man?
Nothing. This is totally off the record, but I think it must be really hard to be on the road. And you guys all know this, but like if you're ever in Clovis, dude, totally stop by. I make great food. Trust me.
Yeah.
Hit me up, dude.
Sure.
I got one question. Coming from where you started, okay? From where you started when you first got in the studio to where you are now, what was your journey? Tell me.
From sucking to being kind of good.
Like, how did you start to where you're at now? Like, did you start just hitting up local bars and doing your
Nah,
thing?
man,
or-
like, you know what's fucked up is, like, my first major tour was a Psychopathic tour. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I did my own tour before that, and my second tour was a No, it was my second tour was Psychopathic. So it's like, I got to a point where I learned my business first, and as my business got good, people started noticing me because of my business.
Right.
So like my skill, like my business was there, my skill was like, now it's kind of all like caught up to each other. You know what I mean? Like,
So it all kind of melted right off the bat.
No, it's a long time, man. I'm getting good on stage now, I think. You know what I mean?
Now.
Huh?
I've seen you before. You've seen him get on stage, period.
Well, you can see, like, do some type of weird dance thing. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing up there, but like,
It doesn't matter.
you know what I mean? It's
You got a room full of juggalos in there. They know exactly where you're from and what you're coming to.
just be comfortable, you know what I mean? It's like becoming comfortable doing whatever you want. My shit's so much different from everybody, and to me, I was embarrassed of it. Like, I'll sing like a girl on my stuff behind my tracks. I'm like, damn, I hope nobody listens to that by itself. That's fucking gay.
Right.
But it's like, just being comfortable. Just the way you hear it in your head and the way you think about it in your mind, you just got to make it happen. And don't be afraid to do it. Don't be afraid of trying shit. Like, just go nuts. You know what I mean? And if people either like it or they won't, and even if they do like it, they'll probably tell you that they don't anyway. So.
Right. All right, man. I'm going to get back. I know you got stuff you need to